Call to order the Cottrellville Township Board meeting for Wednesday, June 12th, 2024 at 7:30. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. And Angela, would you please do roll call for me?
All right. Supervisor Mary Agnes Simons.
Here.
Treasurer Marilyn DeLugie.
Here.
Clerk Angela Berlinski. Here. Trustee Eugene Moore.
Here.
And Trustee Tom Kaufman is running late.
Okay. We have the agenda in front of you, and I do have a couple of extra things that I placed in front of you also. It's the invoices for the township attorney. And the grand total on that is $2,125. We're also going to have a couple of announcements that have to do with an election commission meeting. And the other thing is a communication from Ken Cummings from Tri-Hospital EMS. So with that, I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda with the additions, please.
I'll move.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. Nays? Hearing none, motion carried. All right, the next item is the consent agenda. We have the meetings from the Wednesday, May 8th, board minutes. We have the approval of the treasurer's reports for the month of April, for the tax account, the general checking account, and the cash summary report for April 2024, and also the Cottrellville Township Investments report as of April. We also have the approval that we require for the clerk's reports, revenue and expenditure period from May 1st to May 31st, that's about 25 pages. Approval of the paychecks, payroll dates from May 1st to May 31st, 2024, the gross total amount in the amount of $32,480.82. They contain checks number 3768 to 3797. We also have the accounts payable. We have in that accounts payable now we're adding this item for the attorney, which is going to be $2,125. And then the already paids, there were 57 checks written in the total amount of $281,682.93. And their check numbers 22-125 to 22-181, less one voided check. There were no tax disbursements, so that's the total. As far as correspondence, we have the Marine City Fire Department Authority runs for April. There were none for Ira Township, so you can cross that out. Okay, and we've already said the new business amount there was added, so let's approve the consent agenda as presented, please.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Aye.
Need a second. You're
Mary Agnes.
Aye.
Marilyn.
Yes.
Angela, yes. Eugene.
Yes.
Motion carried. All right, the next item is anyone that wants to address the board regarding agenda items may do so at this time. You just approach the podium and please state your name and address for the record. No one wants to speak? Then we'll continue. It was 7:34. Okay. Unfinished business, we had an update on the March's petition that was filed by Mr. and Mrs. McKenzie regarding AJ Salt Docks to stop the usage of the outside deck food and drink service and loud bands and music, and a letter has been sent from the township attorney to Mr. Garshot. Second item is there's no action required. The contract between the township and S.A. Torello to remove the asbestos siding and demolish the structure at 7503 has been signed, but since there's no gravel-based driveway, we have to wait until it stops raining enough for it to firm up so they can get semi-trailers in on there. But it's on his agenda, and he knows he's got the job. He received the contract back. And there's no action on that one. New business, request by Treasurer Department Manager, Deputy Treasurer Nicole Hart to adopt a new credit card policies and procedures, which is attached, which includes a credit card user acknowledgement and employee acknowledgement and an issue of credit cards, card use, and transaction procedures. Procedures for credit card payment, lost or non-itemized receipts, and penalty for wrongful use. This paperwork was prepared and drawn up by Nicole for us. It was listed on the website, so we're gonna rescind having to read it out loud, but I'm sure you've had a chance to go through it. Do we have a motion to accept that, or make any changes, or anything that you wanted to do? I think she's done a really good job doing it, so.
I'm gonna make a motion to approve the credit card policy and procedures.
I'll second.
All right, all in favor, signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Marilyn?
Yes.
Angela, yes, and Eugene.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. The next item is a quotation from High Tech for certain items to be purchased out of the ARPA funds before December 31st of 2024. The Treasurer's Department Manager, Deputy Treasurer Nicole Hart also reviewed the following of these along with our clerk, Angela Berlinski, and they have come down to these three items. Would you like to go through them and kind of explain what it was that you decided to do for sure?
Sure.
She was confident enough to
Yep.
go through all this stuff with the,
So, quote, ending in 384-B, is a quote that includes a new server with a rack mount, upgraded firewall, and upgraded electrical surge protection. These things are necessary because as we currently have it now, it's all over the place. There's bits and pieces of it in different rooms, so this would consolidate it. It would protect it and bring it up, because it'll be in the basement, it'll be up above ground to protect from flooding or anything like that. So that is what quote 384-B is.
and the amount is?
$26,563.38.
Okay, should we do these individually, or you want to do them all at once? Yeah, we can probably do them all at once. All right, go ahead. Next
All
item,
right.
please.
Quote ending in 367, that is a quote for the time block of work hours necessary to complete all the projects. It's 100 hours worth of time. Without the prepaid hours, we'd be paying at a rate of $165 per hour. With the time block, that reduces it to $145 an hour, so the savings per hour is $20. It's pretty significant at 100 hours. So that prepay is to help us get this work done. It never expires. Anything that's left over will be used in the future as well. So that is quote 367. And quote ending in 525. This is a quote for individual computer stations to upgrade the workstations that we have now. We are looking at, over the course of the next coming months, replacing all units that we have, that totaling 11 units for $15,158 total. All of these quotes were given to us by High Tech. They are our tech company, and the money that we would be using to pay for this is ARPA money that we received for post-COVID. So, any questions?
We have entertain a motion to approve all three of these items, please.
I'll make a motion to approve all the quotes from
I'll
High
support.
Tech.
All right, and I'll second.
Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Marilyn?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Eugene?
Yes.
And Tom?
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you very much.
One thing I wanted to also too is that we reviewed all of our equipment currently in the building, and a lot of it is very old, and we're on borrowed time with our server especially. It had already gone through one flood, and they've repaired it and brought it back up. But now it's time to upgrade everything here at the township, and we did review all of our other pieces of equipment. There's quite a few old ones that have been here for, I don't know, probably up to 8 to 10 years. I think we had one that was even older or something, that we operated on. So it was definitely time to,
For those of you in the audience that don't know what the ARPA money is, it was money that Biden gave us. However, it's only gonna be for a short time. We don't use it up by that time, it's gotta go back. The rest has to go back. So we're trying to find things, and of course, when you spend it on ARPA money, it's gotta be something that benefits the whole township. You can't put in a water line on Shortcut Road because the only people that benefit that are the people, God bless you, that live on Shortcut Road. So those are the kinds of things we have to put together, so. All right, the next item is Phillips Sign and Lighting. That's for our electronic sign that we have out in front of the hall here. They suggest that we come up with 2 to 3 hours worth of a rate of $115 an hour, and then your parts are extra, but that's for the visit to clean it up and make sure that all the connections are right, because it is electronic, and they want to make sure it's not, anything isn't exposed to the weather and so forth. So with your permission, I entertain a motion to
Just-
take that.
Quick question, is this
Sure.
an annual thing?
Yes, it would be.
All right.
Have we had the sign for a year yet?
We've had it for a year, yeah.
Going faster.
Yeah.
It's almost Christmas.
So you can entertain a motion to approve this rate of $115 an hour for at least 2 or 3 hours to do the maintenance on it, please.
Not to exceed 3 hours?
Well, if they're almost done and they're a half hour away, I'm not gonna shut them off.
No, that-
But that's what they suggested, 2 to 3 hours, average visit.
Is that gonna be a yearly thing that we're wanting to do?
Yeah.
I'll make the motion
And I'll second.
for,
All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Marilyn?
yes,
Angela, yes. Eugene?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. The next item is a request to pay Project Control Engineering. I left the word project out. It slipped my mind here. For certain invoices, number 31 and 32 dated May 21st, and for $3,268, and June 6th in the amount of $2,850, for a grand total of $6,118 for the sanitary sewer project number 21246. That's the one that we put in the new sewer stations and so forth along M29. Once the invoices are paid from the state of Michigan, then PCE gets their money. So what I'm trying to do is get permission to pay it when the bill comes in. Do we have a motion to approve this?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Marilyn?
Yes,
Angela, yes. Eugene?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. The next item is the last item on new business. Is number 5. It's a request for the township attorney firm Garen, Lukow, and Miller to pay for invoices for the main help that they gave us at $102, the invoice for dangerous buildings in the amount of $663, an invoice for code enforcement in the amount of $306, and $748 for a grand total of $1,054, and then all of it added up is $2,125. I need a motion to approve that as presented, and I'll make it. Do we have a second?
second,
All right. We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye, because we're paying bills.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Marilyn?
yes,
Angela, yes. Eugene?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. The last item is just a packet that I gave you from Ken Cummings from Tri-Hospital EMS. They explained the ambulance millage, how that works, and I would like, with your permission, to send him a note and ask him to break it down for me. I want to see what we spent actually just for our township, because we sent them.
18,000.
18,000?
A little over 18,000,
Yeah, and that's, I just can't imagine having that many, transports, but maybe we did. I'd like to see it done in black and white. So, we don't have to do any action, it's just was to make you aware of it, but it just struck me funny, and I'm gonna check it, okay? The other item is, Angela would like to hold a special meeting for Election Commission on Monday, June 17th. She's just gonna have her people come, the ones that help her with her election that she works on. I have to be there as well. And it's open to the public, anybody can come, but it's 3 o'clock on Monday, the 17th. And the public is welcome. And I think that's all I got. Anybody else got anything else? Is there any public comments? If not, is there any board member comments? If not, I entertain a motion to adjourn at 7:46.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Thank you, everybody.